Okay, it's time to reconvene the December 5th, 2022 meeting of the Economic Forum. We're going to start with agenda item number 8, approval of the Economic Forum's December 5th, 2022 revenue forecast report. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Please say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Do
Madam
we
Chair.
also need a motion to approve the tables? Or is the forecast in itself and the?
I think by approving the forecast report, the table is subsumed into that, Madam Chair. So I think we're good from your staff's perspective. What I thought I might do is just, again, for those that are listening, and then also for those that know the dynamics of what's going on here, that yes, the forms bless the tables and the report through the motion that they just did. But staff would ask the chair's permission to just go through the report one more time. In fact, Mr. Zahn and the chair had a couple suggestions to us. There's nothing, so as staff, we wouldn't be doing anything substantive and clearly not changing numbers. Just we'll go through the report one last time and look for anything spelling, grammatical or format consistency before we would distribute it to the governor and the legislature and put that information up on your section of the legislature's website. And so, Madam Chair, what I just thought I might do, again, for those listening, is to put the numbers out there. So the forecast approved by the forum, and this is net after the tax credits, for FY23 is $5,668,555,760. And just again, to provide a reference, the actual amount for FY 2022 was $5,439,335,105. So then the forecast for FY24 that was approved by the forum today is, and again, this is the net after tax credits, is $5,628,359,732. And for FY25, it is $5,805,287,284. And so, Madam Chair, I can just give that. So if you take the forecast for FY24 and FY25, which in our vernacular is the 23-25 biennium, that is approximately $11,434 million. And that would be compared to the forecast for the 21-23 biennium, which is the FY22 actual, and the forecast approved by this body today for FY23, that's approximately $11,108 million. So the forecast for the 23-25 biennium is approximately $325.8 million more. And so I would just, as I did sort of when we were covering the agenda item for the TAC revenues, to keep the context, which is, right, the FY24 and FY25, you've lowered the MBT due to the rate reduction compared to 22 and 23, and also the net proceeds of minerals and the gold and silver excise tax aren't there for 24 and 25 compared to being there for 22 and 23. So I just wanted to get that information out there, Madam Chair, because when people start to go look at these and think things, you need to make sure you have the proper context for evaluating, comparing one set of fiscal year to another, but especially comparing the next biennium to the current biennium. And so with that, Madam Chair, those were the comments that I wanted to make with regards to this agenda item. And so I think I'm okay proceeding to the next agenda, if you are, Madam Chair, which is instructions to the Technical Advisory Committee, which staff will be working with Chair Rosenthal probably in that March timeframe to get the April meeting. And so, right, you just keep sort of in that. For the Economic Forum, then if I'll just blend into the next agenda item, Madam Chair, which is scheduling of future Economic Forum meetings. So by statute, the Economic Forum is required to prepare a revised forecast if necessary on or before May 1st of odd-numbered years. May 1st actually falls on a Monday. So staff would probably be asking the chair and the members to please get May 1st open on your calendars, because to try and do it April 28th would be pretty rough for LCB staff. It's rough for all staff, but LCB staff is in session, and so it's just rough to wear both hats, which is LCB staff and the forum. And so having that 2 extra days called a weekend would be pretty beneficial. So that's, Madam Chair, and we can sort of get that set, but I realize everybody's got to go back, and that's several months, but please try and see if you can keep that May 1st open and on a Monday. And so with that, Madam Chair, I think those were the comments that I wanted to make for Agenda Item 9 and Agenda Item 10, because we will just proceed as we proceeded with regards to having a TAC meeting in late April, and then bring that forward to the forum for the consideration. And that's so everybody knows, especially in the 2 new ones, we don't have multiple meetings for the May like we do for this. It's just logistically and functionally more difficult during session to perform that. And so we'll be monitoring the actuals as they come in for FY22 and attempting to update the tables and as available as possible, get them out to the members of the forum so they'll have an idea of how the actuals are coming in for the monthlies. Because we'll have a few more months of the monthlies. We will have let's see, that would be the quarter ending March. We probably will not get this 3rd quarter because, they will not, the taxes aren't due for the quarter ending March till the end of April. And so it will be meeting. So, but we will have more months for the sales and gaming and some of the other ones. And so with that, Madam Chair, that was staff's comments for these 2 agenda items.
Thank you. So agenda item number 11 is public comment. Again, we'll start here in Carson City. Is there anyone who would like to make a public comment? Okay. Down in Las Vegas? See nobody there. So then finally, I'd like to ask the BPS staff if anyone is called in that would like to provide public comment.
Thank you, Chair. The public line is open and working, but there are no callers to offer public comment at this time.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, with that, again, I'd like to thank all the presenters and the members of the forum for their time today, and this meeting is adjourned.